Welcome to the DAO Manager by DaoLens. DAO Manager has been conceptualized to sort of envision this idea of a decentralized village. Think of communities coming together and whatever they do on a day-to-day basis. All of these functionalities are available in the form of tools, services in a plug-and-play fashion, all in this one platform. You see, contributions in DAOs and managing DAOs are super tricky. We've worked with some of the bigger DAOs managing sub-DAOs. We've worked with gaming communities managing small gaming guilds. And at the same time, we have worked with educational communities managing groups of students, working on different projects, different thoughts, different theses. What we are intentionally trying to do is, if you have this major community and you have these sub-pods, how would you really go about managing things in a very easy way? On the other end, even if you're a contributor who's working for 2, 3, 4 multiple DAOs, it becomes really easy for you to mingle between all the different contributions, all the different things that you're supposed to take care of. See, a standard flow in a DAO looks something like this. You have a group of people discussing on usually Discord or Telegram or WhatsApp. From there, the discussion moves to most likely a forum, which may be in the form of discourse. Now, from discourse, you have a proposal that gets floated. Let's say in a scenario, a proposal gets accepted. This proposal usually gets broken down into tasks. And we are looking at these tasks on the form of like a Trello board, D-work, where you're looking at what's pending, what's been done, what's not been done. And from there, once there is a submission, there is usually a lot of back and forth that happens at this step, because somebody submits a task, the reviewer may not really like it. You go make another submission. And once the task is approved, you go to a tool for the sake of payouts. Now you'll see many huddles happening over something like Zoom somewhere, something like a Google Doc getting floated at this step or maybe at this step. There is already a disconnect between whatever discussions happened in the forum to how the proposal was made, or for that matter, how the forum piece really interlinks with whatever happened between the task. What DaoLens usually does is that it goes and looks at everything that's in here, and it brings all of under one umbrella, which we call as the DAO Manager. Now, in standard forums, there are 3 issues primarily. The first is anyone can come and comment, and that usually results into a lot of noise. So what we are doing in the DAO Manager is gating. You can gate every single action based on tokens that somebody may be holding, based on traits of their NFTs, or for that matter, even based on what their on-chain credential might be. The second is usually these discussions, they result into what is also known as proposals. So we give the ability of you to create proposals right from within the discussions. And as a follow-up to that, one of the most important things again is you having the ability to create tasks and interlink those tasks to the original discussions, which just means that when a person who's claiming a bounty or a reward is looking at what they're supposed to do, they have the entire context of everything that happened in the past. This removes all the back and forth that you usually see whenever a submission is being made, and that is how I think the forum and everything that associates with a community coming together and discussing stuff gets tackled. So we are talking decentralized community, and how do you really think about proposals, payouts, voting, which usually happens on these different tools. Now, DAO Manager also lets you do off-chain voting. And off-chain voting sometimes is brilliant because you don't need to spend your tokens to do any sort of voting all the time, because most of these decisions are best come to once you have some earlier signaling. So in the forum that exists in the DAO Manager, you can have off-chain voting as well. At the same time, the tool is so deeply integrated with an on-chain voting system like Snapshot that anything that you do on the other end gets reflected here, and whatever you do here gets reflected on Snapshot as well. And as far as payouts go, it is very critical, which is why we have gone ahead and integrated with every payout solution out there, and we are going to be adding more and more one by one. Let's say you're paying a contributor after their task has been approved on a tool like Gnosis Save. You could very well review their task, approve and accept the task, and do the payout from within the tool. So what we have done and conceptualized in the DAO Manager is this idea of reward. Now, to think of it, imagine a gamer who is maybe earning points because of all the in-game events, such as the number of kills that maybe they're doing. Or for that matter, there is this contributor who's consistently delivering on the task. They are participating in governance discussions, and as a result, the community wants to give them certain reward points. But essentially, now you have a leaderboard, and based on those leaderboards, you could basically go and specifically open up certain rewards for these members who have a certain tier of reward points. This has never been possible before. We are super excited about it because you are basically interlinking performance to incentives, and that goes just way beyond the original concept of of just getting paid out for doing what task you're doing. So how should communities really think about migrating? If I were a community manager, I would really not worry. As far as the integrations go, be it proposals, be it voting, or for that matter, be it even the idea of payout, everything is so deeply integrated that whether you do it here or whether you do it there, you don't really have to worry about a thing. It's all highly internet. Furthermore, because we are adding a lot of features, if you are a community that has already a lot of data historically and you want to bring it into the DAO Manager, you should just hit us up because we are adding those features, and on priority basis, we can do it as you migrate your community. It's really going to be all seamless. Don't worry a cent about it. DAO Manager is so cool. 1 second. Hello? Oh, you also want to try the DAO Manager now? Hold on. Guys, I'm pretty sure now that you've seen everything, you can't wait to try your hands out on the tool. Just hit the link in the description. It's somewhere around here, depending on wherever you are watching us.